This is Elton Steve, and I got a few minutes to do another video, and I want to do a video. I've gotten a lot of private comments, and the private comment is dealing with something I've talked about before, the evil realm. And I want to start with a story that has a moral, moral to the story. But it starts out with a guy that's in heaven. He wants to find out about hell, and he goes to his guardian angel and says, "I want to go down and kind of find out what it's really about." So he goes down there, comes back up again, and you find it's not so bad. So he goes back in heaven, and he comes back, a second time, and he tells his guardian, "I want to go back down there." And sure enough, he goes back down there. And he comes back up the second time and says, "It's just really not that bad. I thought it'd be far worse." So he goes back into heaven. He comes back a third time, and he says, "I just want to go down to hell. Just want, just kind of get a better idea. I just want to know." And so the guardian angel says to him, "No, this is your last time. This is your last time." So he goes back down there, and this time the circumstances are far different. And what he finds himself is he's in a corner of hell that is far worse than he can even begin to imagine how terrible it really is. The hell's fire, it's just terrible where he's at. He sees the devil walking by. And he says to the devil, he yells to the devil, "How come you treated me so well the first two times? Why are you treating me like this?" So the devil comes back to him and says to him the following: "You are now a resident." So what is the moral of the story? Is that in the moral of the story, in this lifetime, you're enticed by evil, power, money, disregard for any people that you may hurt or do whatever. Disregard for those two things, money and power, and lust, whatever you want to call it, all those things without any regard to anybody else. And so, and that's the worst thing, knowing that knowingly you choose the path of evil. And I said, most people don't realize the consequences, how bad it's going to be for them. But again, I just try to warn people, you won't even contemplate it. You just don't want to go down there. But I want to continue a little bit further, and that I have been, I pray, I pray at night and I pray in the morning, and I get attacked at times in the morning hours. Most of the time, and sometimes it's pretty bad, to be honest with you. And I had said to, I kind of said to God, "What have I done to merit this?" And the thing that you have to know about this is that it only goes to a certain point. It cannot go any further than that certain point. You may feel it kind of bad, but it only goes to a certain point. And the bad guys know that. They can't go any further than that. So that's how you're protected by God. But anyway, there's one thing. I was standing on the outside of the realm, and I had kind of a vision of a guy that is somebody, and he's in total and absolute darkness. And their darkness is not like our darkness here. It's the absence of light. It is the absence of God. It's the absence of everything. It is absolute unconditional despair. But this person that was in going through this, and what he was experiencing is being totally alone in this darkness for eons of time, totally alone, totally, absolutely alone. And he's saying two words for infinity. The two words, "Help me." Help me, because he finally realizes how bad it really is. Now, whether somebody's listening or not, depending what you do in this lifetime, you just don't know. But anyway, I want to talk about, and I'm going to kind of keep it. And I got some time frame on this, but there are people that are going through this. There are some people out there that are experiencing, they're being attacked in some ways, and I just want to tell them, you're okay. The thing that I tell you when I say that, number one, you are protected by God. They can only go to a certain point. They can't go any further than that. Number two, you represent God in a very special way. And how you represent God is you're of the good. And that's why you're being attacked. And if you can really, verify the fact that you're being attacked by the evil realm, because you're of the good. And you're the reminder to them that you are the good. And so you are part of the balance between good and evil. You're part of that. And the other thing, too, that God wants you to know about it, He may have other reasons in the next lifetime that you go through, or the next thing, you may be serving in a very specific way. None of us know until our time comes, until we find out at that time. But I'm just going to tell you, you are always protected, even when you don't feel God is around. And that goes for everybody. God is embedded in every cell in your body. When you're put into existence, He is in every cell in your body. He's in every neuron, every thought that you have. He's embedded in. And so no matter how you feel at times, you feel like you're being abandoned or whatever, God is always with you. And part of what you're going through is that, you have to, we talked about, you have to experience this lifetime for what it really is. And it can be rough. I talked about it. The other spirits up there look at you like, why do you want to go down there for? But you're learning. You're being you're on this the road of learning. But anyway, the point that I'm really trying to make is that you are part of a God, and it's really important to know that you will never ever be abandoned by God unless you reject Him. And 99% of all of you not going to even experience any of this at all whatsoever. But anyway, for those who do, I just want you to know you're in good hands with God. There's nothing to fear whatsoever, and no matter what evil realm does to you, as I said, be honest with you, you're not making their day. They may not making. Maybe you think they're doing things to you, but you're really doing things to them because you're of the good. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there, and I always say I hope your day is going well, and I hope the day is going well. And I'll talk to you in the next video. But again, I really appreciate your time, and thanks again for your time. Appreciate it. Bye.